Well, hello everyone, and welcome to the channel. My name is Leo, and I will be your humble host today. We are, before we get started, actually, I should probably mention there's some road construction going on down in the valley, so there may be a little bit of noise. I tried to wait them out, the jackhammers and stuff, but can't stop progress, can you? You know, wouldn't want to interfere with it if you could, I suppose. But we are here. I'm actually here for a couple stories today. I'm here for a couple different ones at this very same cemetery. The first one is right here. This is George Mounts. Born May 4th, 1860, died September 24th, 1892. Two's upside down. Just noticed that. Didn't notice that in the picture. Anyway, we have a very interesting story for you guys today of jealousy and murder. In this case, I'm gonna get over here and sit down and get comfortable, if you guys don't mind, and tell you our little story. Now, like I said, I'm here at the Mounts Cemetery in Gilbert, West Virginia. Just looking at it, you can tell it carries the weight of many old stories, one of which lies right here beneath this very soil. This is where George Mounts and his wife Sarah are buried. Their lives were shaped by love and jealousy and betrayal and murder. George Mounts was born in 1860 in Logan County, West Virginia, the son of Alex Mounts and Margaret Peggy Charles. He was one of 11 children growing up in a very rough but close-knit community tucked deep here in the Appalachian Mountains. In 1884, George married Sarah Chapman. Together, they had at least 4 children. By all accounts, they were a hard-working couple trying to build a life like most folks back then. But in 1897, everything fell apart. George had formed a relationship with a woman named Lizzie, who just happened to be married to John Hardin, a 22-year-old man from Buchanan County, Virginia, with a reputation for trouble. That friendship sparked something dark in John. According to a newspaper out of Williamson, West Virginia, the green-eyed monster, jealousy, was the cause of the fatal tragedy. John believed that George had gotten too close to his wife. Whether anything romantic ever happened or not is still debated, but John was seeing red either way. On a Saturday afternoon, George was walking with a friend named Scott Ellis along a public road. But hidden in the brush, John and his brother, Tom Hardin, lay in wait. As George and Ellis passed by, John opened fire and ambushed them. George was shot and instantly killed. His friend Scott Ellis raised his hands and begged, "For God's sake, don't shoot me. I've done nothing to you." But it didn't matter. A second shot rang out and struck Ellis in the chest, just above the heart. He died shortly thereafter. The ambush murders of George Mounts and Scott Ellis rocked the local community. Both men were seen as respected citizens of Mingo County. Many believed that George was innocent and that John Hardin's jealousy had twisted him into something deadly and irrational. After the shooting, they fled into the hills, but were later captured. Back home, Sarah Mounts was left alone with the grief and the burden of raising their children alone. She never did remarry. She died in 1932 from myocarditis and hardened arteries, and was buried beside George here at the Mount Cemetery. Today, their graves sit together, quiet now, but their story lives on in whispers through the hills. It's a tale of jealousy and betrayal and tragedy. As for John Hardin, he was eventually tried for the murder of George Mounts and Scott Ellis. He was found guilty and was executed by hanging in Buchanan County, Virginia in December of 1897. He was the son of Riley and Susan Ratliff. His burial location is unknown. No other information could be found about Tom Hardin, though. His fate after the ambush, trial records, and even his burial remain a mystery to this day. Now, is that not construction? Well, like I said, is that not just, I mean, a totally innocent person, and look what happened. This jealousy, betrayal. You never know what jealousy can do. It can do a lot of strange things, and people behave very oddly when they become jealous. It's like in the story, it's irrational. It makes no sense. That's kind of the whole point, I suppose, that it's a senseless death. There's no meaning to it. You know, a life cut short for no apparent reason. It's amazing, though, the story. Still remembered still. It says right there on his stone, remembered still. And it's actually true. That is actually true. The story, still to this day, is still remembered and is still told. And I suppose this video is evidence of that. Anyway, guys, thank y'all for coming along and hearing our little story and coming out to visit with George here. Thank y'all all very much. There's Sarah, by the way. I just happened to notice. Right there. Alright, guys. One of the graves. This is Sarah Mounts, 1865 to 1934. Alright, guys. We'll see y'all a little bit later. Leo out.